Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Tower Tech. Nvidia have finally announced the RTX20 series lineup of GPUs. Surprisingly, they've included the Ti model, which they normally hold back in their release, and the lineup looks truly phenomenal. The lineup starts with the RTX2070 coming in at a cool $599, £569. I should note this is the pricing for their Founders Edition listed on the Nvidia website. Ignore the prices they had in their slides because they're always wrong. That's then followed up by the RTX2080 coming in at $799, 749 UK pounds, and the new king of GPU processing, the RTX2080 Ti, coming in at an absolute whopping $1,199, 1,099 pounds UK. It's a phenomenal lineup, and we're going to get into some more detail. But firstly, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. There is a plethora of tech-related content, including home automation, custom PC builds, and a whole heap more. Make sure you're subscribed and click the bell icon so you don't miss all of the great upcoming content. So the first thing we should talk about is the rebranding from GTX to RTX. This is all to do with the introduction of ray tracing technology in their new GPU lineup, which effectively allows you to track light back from the camera or your eye and how that would then reflect off of different objects. They gave some great demonstrations of what this actually means in practical terms. Objects that appear outside of the frame that you're looking at effectively reflect off of it. They gave us a great demo from Battlefield 5, which showed a tank firing its main gun and the muzzle flash effectively off of that, reflecting off of cars and roads. They had a flamethrower. It was absolutely phenomenal to look at. In fact, there were a plethora of different games, a new Metro game and a new Tomb Raider game. These are all of the A-list titles that are going to be supporting the RTX technology right out of the bat. Jensen took us through the fact that they need to measure GPU performance in a slightly different way, so the teraflops of old seem to be being dropped in favor of something called RTX operations. If you look at this respective scale, it shows something like 6 times performance improvement from the 2080 over the 1080, the RTX operation being introduced as a consequence of the new ray tracing technology. So I suspect that 6 times performance is on very certain types of workloads under very strict test conditions, and I don't think would be a unilateral 6 times performance improvement across the piece. They've also introduced a new style cooler. They've appeared to have dropped the air blower in favor of what many add-in board partners have been using for some time, and this does appear to boast much lower noise, actually described at the max overclock being quieter than a 1080 at stock. So the new lineup looks phenomenal, and it would be great to see these cards in the hands of some reviewers so we can see how they perform under realistic workloads that you and I would be typically using. As always, I'd recommend that you wait rather than pre-ordering to see how good the performance of these cards really are. The 2080 Ti at the top end does seem rather expensive. The 2080 seems like relatively good value for money, and the 2070 actually becoming better performance than their flagship cards available on the market already. So really exciting times. Finally, Nvidia have released a new product, and let's be honest, they haven't had a whole heap of competition that's driven them to need to do that. So I'm really excited. I think this is the longest duration we've gone from one generation of GPU to the next. So it'll be absolutely phenomenal to see just how good these cards are. I've ordered myself 2 RTX 2080 Ti's on pre-order and did remember to get myself an NVLink as well, because the connectors for SLI have changed in this latest generation. So there we go, guys. Just a quick overview. Once we get our hands on those cards, we can do a much more meaningful review of them. I hope you'll really well wherever in the world you are. Please like and share this video, subscribe if you're not, and I will see you in my next one.